learner of the IB program, and you do different activities that can help others or the environment, and you can do long-term or short-term activities, and this is my timeline, so what I did and when I did. Some of these are kind of wrong, but and there's no difference between the pink and the black. But one of the reasons why you do SA is to develop your IB learner profile attributes. So to become a communicator or be more of a communicator. My first services action was donating books to the library, and I just thought that I really liked some of these books, and I noticed that they weren't there, so I decided to donate them, and this helped the housing community, and it helped me becoming more open-minded. Because I thought of other people and wanted them to be able to read those books as well. Then I was a housing ambassador for 3 or 4 times, I think, and I just showed the school around to parents and people who wanted to see it, and this as well helped the housing community, because in a way I was advertising kind of the school, talking about how we do things and what I like most about the school. And I was being a risk taker because I had to talk most of the time, and I had to talk. Then student council. These are pictures from my campaign. It just makes sense, and vote for Fra. That's a picture from the Wolf of Wall Street. And I was part of the student council at the beginning of the year, and then we mostly worked on how we would have made the student council later on in the year. And we also discussed the standing desks and off campus during that period of time. And this helped the housing community as well, because we were mostly discussing about how to improve the community. And I developed my thinking skills by doing this, and I was also being open-minded by thinking about all the students and not just how to improve my learning. Then in October, we went to The Hague at the Munich conference, and we stayed there for I think 3 days, and it was more or less the same thing as the one we had last week, and this helped the wider community because I shared my ideas with other people, and these ideas might have helped with improving the way people think, or improving something bigger. And I was being open-minded here as well, because I was trying to solve problems not only in the country I was representing, but for everyone. I was being knowledgeable because I had to know things before I discussed them, and I was being a risk taker because I talked in front of something like 80 people or 50, I don't remember. And then next, I was being a chaperone at the grade 10 TED Talk, and this was helping others and basically what I had to do was just telling people that came to the talk where to go and serving food when they had breaks, and it was fun, and I was being caring because I was helping other people and not just thinking about having more essay. But during around Christmas time, there was a house in play, and I took part of it. And basically, what I did was I helped Emily, and she's a student in grade 9, writing some jokes for our part of it, and then with other 3 or 4 people, I read them out in front of the whole school, including the parents. And then this helped the housing community as well. And I was being a communicator because, as I said, I was reading them out loud, and I was also, with the planning, I was discussing them with Emily. Then I played the violin at the same event, and I was in the orchestra, and this as well helped the house community. And I was being a risk taker because I don't think I had ever played in front of anyone before. Then during one of our humanities classes, we grade 9 attended jazz concert, and this is part of it. This helped other people because we were spending time with the people that also attended the concert, and this is being caring, I guess. And then another conference we attended in Milan was the Gin conference, and some students from grade 9 and 10 went to this conference. You can see them, very high quality. And we just discussed, we just attended some presentations for 3 days and then gave one ourselves. And this helping the environment, it wasn't the attending the conference itself, it was the presentation we gave that was helping the environment, because we presented the project we're doing in Gin, which is making a garden, more or less. And I think that by advertising it, we just raised awareness and maybe inspired, hopefully, people to do something like that as well. And the same as MUN, these are the same as MUN for the other MUN conference for more or less the same reasons, so I'm not going to explain it again. And then there was World Book Day, and basically we just, me and Ellery from grade 8, we made a Kahoot about books, more very popular books like Harry Potter and Hunger Games, and just presented, and just the whole school played it during assembly, I think, and just it was fun, and this helped that's wrong, but it helped the housing community because we and well, it was entertaining and everyone had fun, I hope. And I was being a risk taker because I talked in front of the whole school, open-minded, because I thought about all of these books and how to make people read more and how to make them understand how interesting books are. And then communicator, because I talked in front of everyone, and through the questions I kind of communicated. And then knowledgeable, because of course you have to have knowledge if you're asking questions, so knowledge about the questions. And then we had Red Nose Day, and the grade 9s organized a bake sale and then sold red noses for £1. And this helped the wider community because we raised money and also awareness for the charity, and we were being caring for this reason. And then the grade 9s for our last art unit, we made this art installation, and this is my part of the art installation, and I basically just drew buildings and added quotes and drawings from the book Persepolis, and there's a lot of symbolism, but I'm not going to discuss it here. And this helped the housing community because we brought the community together. One evening, everyone just came there, parents and students, and looked at it and went through it. And this helped me developing being open-minded because throughout the whole project, we had to think about this book, which is about the war, the Iran War, and it was very interesting, and I learned a lot of things I didn't know, and I recommend it. And I was also being a communicator because through my drawings, I was communicating feelings and maybe even words throughout the quotes. And then in the previous unit, we made and sold printed bags, and these are 4 people, and that's Hugh Grant. I don't remember who that is. That's the guy from Vampire Diaries, and that's Dylan O'Brien. And this was helping others because during that one evening we did we presented the art installation. We also sold the bags, and we raised money for the people with Alzheimer's. And this was being caring because we raised money. And then I played 2 different instruments at the musical showcase, and I played the piano and the violin, and I accompanied Vicky on the piano as she played the violin, and that was very fun. And this brought together the housing community, and I was being a risk taker because I didn't think I had ever played the piano in front of an audience before. Then we had Eco Week, and we just went to Scotland for a week, for 5 days, and just did some activities, learned about the environment and nature and a lot of different things. And this was mostly helping the environment because we learned about the environment in general, and we were being very eco-friendly during the hike and the activities, and we never left rubbish behind, and we were being very caring. And then I was being a risk taker for most of the time because we did some activities I had never done before, and I was pretty scared in some of them, but I did them, so I was pretty proud. And then we had the annual conference. You can see me there. I think that was the first day, the opening ceremony, and then it was very fun. It was more or less the same thing, just a little bit smaller as the one I described before. So wider community this as well in here, and these are the same as the other one. So I'm not going to discuss them. And then in general, throughout my whole year.